guys, it's JSHDIY and welcome back to the happy side of YouTube. Today we are going to be testing a bunch of no-glue slime recipes to see if you can make slime out of hairspray. Today's notification squad shoutouts go to Sasha Banks, Mega Fan, Claire's World, Celine S, and Macy Martinez. If you would like to be in my next video and get a notification squad shoutout, all you have to do is be subscribed and hit the notification bell and I will give you one in my next video. Also, I'm deciding between giving away an iPhone X for my next video or a MacBook. So if you would like to vote on which one I give away in my next video, just press the little dot in the corner of this video and you can vote on what I give away. First hairspray slime recipe we're going to be trying is the toothpaste plus hairspray slime. And this was the recipe that started it all. We're going to see if it works. So I have some toothpaste here. This is the one that usually works when I make slime with it. And then I have some hairspray. And this is just the Tresemme hairspray. One interesting thing I've heard about making hairspray slimes is that any hairspray works, and usually with other no-glue slimes, you can only use like Suave Kids or certain soaps. So this should be really interesting to test. So I'm just going to be using this hairspray throughout this whole video, but if you guys want to see me test other hairsprays, comment down below. There's not a lot of toothpaste left in here, so I'm just going to snip off the bottom part of this toothpaste thing, and I'm just going to put it into the bowl because you kind of need a lot of toothpaste for this. So I have a decent amount of toothpaste in there, and so now I'm just going to take the hairspray and spray it on, and you're supposed to let it dry on the toothpaste for a while. So I'm just doing a couple sprays. Somebody said 20 sprays. I've lost count already, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's 20. I'm going to let this sit and dry for a little bit. I'm just going to put it right here, and I'll come back to it in 10 minutes. So this has actually been sitting now for, I'd say, probably close to an hour because I kind of forgot about this, and I went on to doing some other stuff. But let's see if this worked. I'm going to get a spoon, and we're going to mix this up, and we'll see if this actually turns into slime. So I'm just going to start off by stirring this up. Oh, wait. This is actually, I feel parts of it that are like harder, like slime, but then it's really sloppy too, so. I'm not sure if the hairspray I used didn't work, but this slime was definitely a fail. So I'm a little bit confused because this was the one that everybody said worked really well. So I'm going to test a couple more recipes and we will see what happens then. For this next recipe, you're going to be needing some hairspray as well as some hair gel. The only requirement for this slime is that it has to be alcohol-free hair gel. So I'm going to start off by adding in my hair gel. I don't have a lot because this was one I actually had used before, I think. This next step is totally optional, but if you want to, you can add some food coloring. I chose to add in some pink. A lot of you guys always ask what kind of food coloring and what kind of ingredients I use, and so in the description I will link all the ingredients I normally use for no-glue slimes. It'll just be on Amazon, so if you want to purchase one of those, you can totally do that or whatever. But yeah, I'll link that in the description, so it will be a little bit easier if you guys want to make no-glue slimes. And the final step to making the slime is just adding in some hairspray and then letting it sit. And I let it sit for probably like 10 minutes to let it dry. And it didn't really turn into slime. So I think this slime was actually a fail again. I am still determined to find a hairspray slime that will work. But as you guys can see, this slime recipe was a flop. This next slime recipe was sent in by one of my lovely fan pages on Instagram named Happy Side of YouTube. And basically what she said is that you can make hairspray slime out of those crystal EOSs that I've used in my videos before. So I was super excited because I'm obsessed with these. So basically all you have to do is chop up the crystal EOS, which by the way is also very satisfying. So just take a look at that. After you have sliced and diced the EOS up, put it in a microwave safe bowl and then melt it. It only took 45 seconds to melt completely, but my microwave might be different, so just melt the EOS and then you want to add a few sprays of the hairspray. This is where the recipe got super weird. It basically started to harden and then I started mixing it and it eventually turned into this really strange consistency. I would say it's about the consistency of shampoo, except for it was white. So there was some sort of a weird chemical reaction between the hairspray and the EOS. Now you can add in some glitter or food coloring or whatever add-ins you want to add into your slime. I decided to just go for some nice orange food coloring and add it right into the slime mixture. I was also pleasantly surprised with how the color of the slime turned out. It reminded me of the color of those orange cream sodas, if you guys have ever had one of those. The final step to making the slime is just letting it dry out a little bit. Once I mixed the EOS and hairspray mixture up again after letting the EOS harden, it actually started to kind of form into a slime texture, which I was so surprised about. This was the final result of the EOS and the hairspray slime. It was super sticky, but I would say it was kind of like a slime, so this recipe, I would call it a success. I think you guys are all going to really enjoy this last hairspray slime recipe. We are going to be making some clear hairspray slime. So for this, you're going to be needing some Suave shampoo. I just used this frozen Suave Kids shampoo, and I added it into an airtight container. This is important for making this slime. You will need an airtight container. If you are looking for a less sticky, thicker texture of slime, what you're going to want to do is mix the shampoo up a ton until some air bubbles form. This will give you a thicker slime texture later. Now you're going to gradually add in some of the hairspray. Just add a few sprays of hairspray and then mix it and then keep repeating that process until you can see the slime is starting to thicken. I actually didn't have to add much of the hairspray for the slime to start turning a little bit thicker. So what I did is I added in a little bit of salt and I mixed it up, and that is when you could start seeing the slime come together. The slime wasn't super dry though, so I decided to add in a little more hairspray because what the hairspray does is it will dry and sometimes it will dry out the shampoo too, but it was a little bit clumpy, so I decided to add a little bit more. Now you are all done making your slime base, but if you want to, you can add some food coloring. I decided to add some blue. All you have to do is let the slime sit for about a day and your slime should be done. Here is the final product of my slime once it had dried out and was done. Although the slime turned out super sticky, I would definitely say it was successful, and I would recommend it to you guys to test too. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time making slime with you guys, and if you did too, you should definitely hit subscribe, as well as go follow me on Instagram at jsh.diy so you guys can learn a little bit more about me. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys later today. Bye!